Hey folks, Daily Landsblog here, and a lot of talk over the last couple of days because of Logan Paul and his video blog, which he did something really insensitive around someone who had taken their life. And I'm thinking he's going to do the right thing. Do you know he's picked up 80,000 followers every single day since then? We work incredibly hard at this to pick up 1,000 followers in a month. I think we have 97,000 on Twitter. Yet he gets almost all of that in one day. And I'm just hoping that he will allow us to use a little bit of his platform to get across an important message that I think he really owes to people. So on Facebook, there's a woman that has followed us for a while named Anita Taylor. Her story is heartbreaking, and it's difficult even to talk about. She lost her son to suicide. And she writes, and I want you to take a look at this. It's in yesterday's Landsblog. She writes that her son, a few years ago, when he ended his life, did it by hanging. And someone came upon her son's body and took pictures. Didn't call the police, didn't do anything other than take these pictures. Apparently, she says that he knew her son. He showed these pictures. It's been devastating to her. Devastating and also incredibly frustrating because it's not illegal what she did or what he did. It's just incredibly immoral. And I'm trying to think of why is it that, in the case of Logan Paul or in this case and many, many other cases that we've all heard about, why do people look at suicide as being something different than death by cancer or death in a car accident? Because somehow we blame the victim because obviously by its definition, suicide is self-inflicted. But if you look at it only on the surface, then you may see it as being, well, he chose to end his life. That is different than someone who did not choose to get cancer. But really, until we start to appreciate one simple fact, and that is most suicides are related to mental illness. Most suicides are a product of severe depression and suicidal thoughts that come along with depression. Until we start to look at it that and see the person that dies as the principal victim in this, we will somehow be able to make light of it. And that magnifies the tragedy 1,000 times over. And we have to do something about that. And, I've become sort of obsessed with suicide and how we can make a difference. And I think if you have attempted to take your life, and because of our reach, even though it's small compared to Logan Paul, we hear from a lot of people. And we hear from a lot of people who have attempted to end their lives. And I believe that you hold at least part of the secret as to what we can do to make a difference because you have been there. And the question that I would ask you that really cuts to the heart of the matter is this. What could we or anyone else have done for you when you were in that position, when you thought, I am going to end my life? Because if you can answer that question, then we can use that to make a difference, whether it's Anita Taylor's son or whether it's the person. Too many stories that we know. I'm sorry, this is just, God. I hate it so much. It's just so hard to talk about this because it's so frustrating because I want to know what it is that we can do to make a difference. I want to know so we can make a difference, but it's so incredibly complicated. Help us understand. Help us make a difference. SickNotWeak.com, 24 hours a day, 364 days a year, or 365 depending on the year. We're here because we want to make a difference.